Yeah.
Because, you know, you're the Pope. You say, listen, we welcome everybody. We want everybody at our party. We want
In 2025, Whoopi Goldberg stunned the world when she appeared at New York Fashion Week, looking so different that even her most loyal fans were left speechless. At 69 years old, the legendary EGOT winner walked onto the red carpet at the Christian So show, and the reaction was immediate. Flashbulbs popped, people gasped, and clips of her appearance flooded the internet in real time. But the world was divided in its response. Some fans praised Whoopi's new look, calling her glowing, radiant, and younger than ever. They admired her apparent transformation, seeing it as a symbol of reinvention at any age. Others, however, reacted more negatively, expressing concern that she looked too thin and frail. Social media exploded with debates. One side cheered her on, while the other criticized her appearance, especially her noticeable weight loss. The conversation quickly became about more than just her outfit or her age. It was about her body, health, and the pressures that come with being a public figure. The unexpected start of Whoopi's journey. What many didn't know was that Whoopi's transformation didn't begin at Fashion Week. It began years earlier in 2022 during the filming of the powerful drama Till, in which she portrayed Mamie Till Mobley, the grandmother of Emmett Till. While her performance earned praise from critics and audiences alike, one comment made by a stranger after a screening stuck with her in a way no review ever did. The woman, mistaking Whoopi's body for a costume, remarked that the fat suit she wore looked uncomfortable. This comment, though unintentional, struck Whoopi deeply, as she realized the woman had been referring to her real body. At the time, Whoopi weighed close to 300 pounds, and the remark hit harder than anything she had ever heard. During an appearance on The Kelly Clarkson Show, she admitted that this encounter changed the way she viewed herself. In that moment, she said, "I saw myself for the first time through someone else's eyes, and it wasn't easy to accept." That comment, which could have easily been dismissed, became a turning point in Whoopi's life. It was more than just about vanity or appearance. It was about her health. She recognized that at nearly 300 pounds, she was putting herself at risk for conditions like heart disease and diabetes. The fear of losing her health and her future made the decision clear. It was time for a change. The wake-up call, a new approach to health. In 2022, Whoopi Goldberg experienced a moment that would change her life and her approach to health. At nearly 300 pounds, she realized her weight was no longer just a personal matter. It had become a health concern. She faced the sobering reality that her current path could lead to serious health issues, and it became clear that she needed to make a change, not just for her appearance, but for her future and overall well-being. This wasn't about conforming to Hollywood's narrow beauty standards or worrying about what others thought of her appearance. It was about surviving and living life on her own terms. For many years, Whoopi had balanced her career, family, and life, but her weight had begun to impact her health. She knew the risks of obesity, heart disease, diabetes, and other complications that can arise with age, and this realization hit her hard. But instead of ignoring the problem or hiding from it, Whoopi made the courageous decision to face it head-on. She saw that she could no longer wait for things to improve on their own. She had to take action. The journey to better health wasn't a simple one. Whoopi began experimenting with various diets, fitness routines, and lifestyle changes, but it was a long, challenging road. The process was frustrating at times. She would lose weight, only to gain it back later. This constant cycle of ups and downs tested her patience and resilience. And on top of the physical effort, there was the emotional toll. The pressure of being in the public eye, combined with the negative comments and online judgment, made it even harder to stay motivated. Despite these struggles, Whoopi refused to hide her journey from the world. She chose to be open about her challenges, sharing her setbacks and the reality of the process with her fans and the public. She didn't pretend that it was easy, nor did she offer a quick fix. Instead, she embraced the ups and downs of her path and admitted that success wasn't linear. For many people watching, her authenticity and honesty were what made her story so relatable. It wasn't about perfection. It was about doing the best she could and staying true to herself. Whoopi's willingness to share her struggles publicly allowed others to see that no one's journey to better health is without its difficulties. She didn't hide her setbacks or try to gloss over the realities of her experience. In doing so, she helped break down the stigma around weight loss, showing that it's okay to fail, to fall short, and to keep trying. The role of medication in Whoopi's weight loss. Along the way, Whoopi turned to medical interventions to support her health journey. One of these was a medication called Monero. Originally developed for people with type 2 diabetes, Monero had become increasingly popular as a tool for weight loss. Unlike many celebrities who choose to keep such things private, Whoopi was open about her decision to use the drug. She even joked about it, saying that with her weight loss, she had lost almost 2 people. Her transparency about using Monero sparked a range of reactions. Some people praised Whoopi for being honest and open about her choice, appreciating her willingness to share something so personal. They saw it as a brave decision to be authentic in the face of public scrutiny. For many, her openness made her journey feel more real and grounded. They admired her for acknowledging that losing weight wasn't easy, and for choosing a solution that worked for her health. However, her decision to use medication wasn't without controversy. Critics quickly weighed in, accusing her of taking the easy way out. Some questioned whether the medication was truly a healthy approach, while others wondered if it was a sign of vanity or a desire to meet societal beauty standards. These questions were valid concerns, and they opened up a larger conversation about the complexities of weight loss, especially for people in the public eye. The debate around Whoopi's weight loss medication highlights how challenging it can be for celebrities to navigate health choices in an age of public scrutiny. On the one hand, Whoopi's honesty about using Monero made her a role model for those struggling with their own health journeys. On the other hand, the criticism she faced revealed how hard it is for anyone, especially women in Hollywood, to make decisions about their bodies without facing judgment. The expectations placed on public figures are often unrealistic, and Whoopi's story was no exception. The pressure of public scrutiny. In many ways, Whoopi's story reflects the larger societal pressure to conform to a certain image of health and beauty, especially for women in the entertainment industry. If Whoopi had chosen to remain at her higher weight, she would have faced mockery and criticism. If she lost weight, she was accused of taking shortcuts or not doing it the right way. It seemed like there was no way for her to win in the eyes of the public. But what made Whoopi's journey different was her ability to rise above the criticism and stay focused on what truly mattered, her health and well-being. She understood that her decision to use Monero wasn't about fitting into a mold or pleasing others. It was about taking control of her life and her future. She knew that if she didn't make a change, she could face serious health risks. That knowledge, more than any judgment, pushed her to take action. Whoopi's transformation wasn't about chasing an ideal of beauty or youth. It was about survival. She had come to the realization that her body was a vessel for her life, and it was important to take care of it so she could continue living, working, and enjoying the things she loved. She made the choice to prioritize her health, and that decision was an act of self-love. Redefining beauty and health. Whoopi's journey has also sparked a larger conversation about aging, body image, and the standards placed on women, especially in Hollywood. For years, women have been told that their value is tied to their appearance, with aging often viewed as something to be feared or hidden. But Whoopi has challenged that notion. Instead of hiding away or pretending that everything was perfect, she chose to be honest about her struggles and her choices. She showed that health, not appearance, should be the priority. Her transparency has helped redefine what it means to take care of yourself. For Whoopi, health isn't about trying to meet society's expectations or conforming to a specific look. It's about making choices that support long-term well-being. By being open about her weight loss journey, including the role of medication, Whoopi has encouraged others to do the same. She's shown that it's okay to prioritize your health in whatever way works best for you, even if it doesn't fit into society's narrow definition of beauty. Whoopi's journey also sheds light on the pressure faced by women in the entertainment industry to constantly reinvent themselves, to stay young, and to look a certain way. Her story has become a beacon of empowerment, showing that women, especially those over 50, don't have to conform to the beauty standards set by the media. It's okay to age, it's okay to change, and it's okay to take control of your health in the way that feels right for you. The next chapter in Whoopi's journey. Whoopi Goldberg's story is far from over. While her weight loss journey has captured attention, it's important to remember that her strength lies in her resilience, honesty, and ability to keep pushing forward despite the odds. Her transformation has been about more than just physical change. It's been about reclaiming her health and redefining her relationship with her body. At 69, Whoopi continues to thrive. She's still hosting The View, a platform where her voice is heard on some of the most important topics of the day. She's also active in film and television, proving once again that her career has never been about her size, but about her immense talent and enduring presence. In many ways, Whoopi's transformation is just the beginning of a new chapter. By choosing to prioritize her health and embrace change, she has shown others that it's never too late to take control of your life. She has redefined what it means to age gracefully, not by fighting the inevitable, but by accepting and nurturing her body for the future. Through her journey, Whoopi has become a role model for anyone looking to make positive changes in their life, no matter their age or circumstance. She's proven that health isn't about following trends or meeting external expectations. It's about listening to your body, making informed choices, and doing what's best for your future. The backlash and its impact. The debate about Whoopi's weight loss became a focal point for a larger cultural discussion about aging, body image, and the expectations placed on women in Hollywood, especially older women. While some of her fans celebrated her transformation, others argued that she was putting her health at risk by using medication that came with known side effects like nausea, muscle loss, and long-term health concerns. Even with the risks associated with weight loss drugs, Whoopi remained steadfast in her decision. She wasn't trying to meet any external beauty standards. She was fighting for her health and survival. Whoopi's public appearance at Fashion Week in 2025 became a moment of reckoning, not just for her, but for society as a whole. People were divided. Some saw her as an inspiration, showing that it's never too late to take control of one's health. Others saw her weight loss as a sign of fragility, accusing her of pushing herself too far. But the reality was that Whoopi's journey was far more complex than what could be summed up in a viral image or a tweet. The pressure of public scrutiny. No matter what decision Whoopi made, it seemed like there would always be critics. If she had stayed at a heavier weight, she would have been mocked. If she lost weight, she was accused of cheating or taking the easy way out. The public's obsession with her body became a microcosm of the broader societal problem, where women, especially older women, are judged based on their appearance rather than their abilities or character. What made Whoopi's story different was her refusal to conform to expectations. She didn't let the judgment define her. Instead of hiding away from the criticisms, she chose to embrace her journey and use it as a platform for change. Through her transparency, she started a conversation about the unrealistic beauty standards imposed on women in Hollywood and society at large. A legacy of resilience and strength. What makes Whoopi Goldberg's transformation truly remarkable is not just her weight loss, but her unwavering strength in the face of public scrutiny. Throughout her career, she has always been known for breaking barriers and standing outside the typical Hollywood mold. Whether it was her groundbreaking role in The Color Purple, her iconic hosting of The View, or her ability to speak out on issues that matter, Whoopi has always been unapologetically herself. Now, at 69, she continues to defy expectations. Her transformation is not just about physical change, it's about her ability to stay true to herself, no matter what the world thinks. She has shown that health, not appearance, is what truly matters. Through her honesty, Whoopi has turned her weight loss journey into a larger message about the importance of taking care of one's health and living life on one's own terms. The impact on Hollywood and society. Whoopi's journey sparked a much-needed cultural conversation. If someone as accomplished and legendary as Whoopi Goldberg could be torn apart for her body, then no woman in Hollywood was safe from judgment. The scrutiny surrounding her body image raised questions about how we view aging, health, and beauty. Whoopi's decision to publicly address her struggles gave others permission to do the same, allowing them to break free from the societal pressures that often define how they should look or act. Her story became more than just about weight loss. It became a reflection of how society treats women, especially older women, who dare to change. By staying open about her challenges, Whoopi not only inspired countless others to embrace their own journeys, but also highlighted the need for greater respect and compassion in how we judge others. What's next for Whoopi Goldberg? As Whoopi continues to navigate the ups and downs of her career and personal life, her transformation serves as a reminder that true strength comes from within. Her journey is not over. In fact, it feels like a new chapter is just beginning. At 69, Whoopi shows no signs of slowing down. She continues to work on The View, where her voice continues to carry weight in the most heated conversations in America. She is also still active in film and television, proving that her career has never been about her size, but about her unparalleled talent. Whoopi Goldberg's journey is about so much more than weight loss. It's about resilience, self-empowerment, and the courage to live authentically no matter what anyone else says. In a world that constantly judges and scrutinizes, Whoopi remains a powerful symbol of what it means to stay true to oneself, no matter the obstacles.